Here's the most counterintuitive fact in the entire creator economy. The world's biggest YouTube channel, and over 480 million subscribers, videos pulling hundreds of millions of views, loses money, not occasionally. In 2024, the media side of MrBeast's operation spent roughly $344 million producing content and brought in around $224 million from it. The content division ran at a loss of as much as $120 million. And yet that same year, Beast Industries, the company behind it all, generated $473 million in total revenue and is now valued at $5 billion. So how does that work? How does the world's most successful YouTube channel lose money and still produce a billionaire? That is the question. And answering it reveals something most people fundamentally misunderstand about what MrBeast actually is. Most people think MrBeast is a YouTube channel that makes money from videos. It isn't. MrBeast is a consumer business that uses videos as free advertising. Jimmy Donaldson started uploading to YouTube in 2012 when he was 13 years old. For the first 5 years, almost nobody watched. He had 2,000 subscribers after 3 full years of consistent posting. But here is what separated him from every other creator who gave up. He treated YouTube like a business problem to be solved. He watched his own retention graphs obsessively. He tested thumbnails. He studied why viewers stayed for 60 seconds on some videos and clicked away in 10 seconds on others. When his channel started earning real advertising revenue, Donaldson made the decision that defined everything that followed. He put almost none of it in his bank account. He reinvested it in the next video. Better cameras, bigger prizes, more elaborate sets. As he told creator Casey Neistat, my mindset was just reinvest everything I make. Every time I got a paycheck, that was the month's budget. This is a principle every business school teaches. Warren Buffett built Berkshire Hathaway on it. Amazon operated at a loss for years while reinvesting every dollar into infrastructure. But watching a teenager apply compound reinvestment logic to a YouTube channel is genuinely unusual, and it worked exactly the way compounding is supposed to work. Better videos got more views. More views meant more advertising revenue and more valuable sponsorships. That additional revenue funded even bigger videos. The production value gap between MrBeast and every other creator on the platform grew wider every year, and each time it grew wider, it became harder for anyone to close it. By 2021, single videos were costing millions to produce. His recreation of Squid Game cost $3.5 million and earned 250 million views. His average main channel video now costs $3 to $4 million. In 2023 alone, his team shot $10 to $15 million worth of content that he decided was not good enough and never released. That last detail tells you everything about who you are dealing with. As the audience grew to 100 million, then 200 million, then 300 million subscribers, Donaldson began to understand what he actually had. It was not just a YouTube channel, it was a distribution platform with zero marketing costs. Every other consumer brand has to pay to find customers, television ads, social media campaigns, influencer partnerships. The average consumer packaged goods company spends 15 to 25% of revenue on marketing. MrBeast had hundreds of millions of people watching voluntarily every time he posted, not scrolling past, watching, engaged, and skewed toward the exact demographic every brand wants most: teenagers and young adults with spending power and massive peer influence. The first test of this advantage was MrBeast Burger. In November 2020, during the pandemic, Donaldson partnered with a company called Virtual Dining Concepts to launch a ghost kitchen burger brand. Ghost kitchens operate from inside existing restaurants. The kitchen prepares the food and sends it out via delivery apps with no physical storefront. He posted one video. The brand launched in 300 locations simultaneously, but then the quality fell apart. Because ghost kitchens rely on dozens of different restaurant operators to prepare the food, quality control is nearly impossible to enforce. Customers posted photos of raw, inedible burgers. Reviews described the food as disgusting and revolting. Thousands of complaints accumulated. In 2023, Donaldson sued his partner, alleging they had prioritized rapid expansion over food quality and destroyed his brand. The lesson was painful and direct. A celebrity name can launch a product instantly. But if the product is bad, the celebrity name takes the damage. You cannot separate your brand from your product. He would not make that mistake again. In January 2022, MrBeast launched Feastables, a chocolate and snack brand, and the contrast with the burger failure is instructive in every way. With the burger brand, he had licensed his name to a third party and stepped back. With Feastables, he built the company from the ground up, kept control of the product, and designed the launch like a viral video. He announced Feastables through a Willy Wonka-inspired concept where 10 golden tickets hidden inside bars would win fans a spot in a MrBeast video. The product launch was simultaneously a piece of entertainment. Feastables sold 1 million chocolate bars in its first 72 hours. But the most important decision was the distribution choice. Most creator brands launched through their own websites and prioritized direct-to-consumer sales. Donaldson did the opposite. He went straight to mass retail, securing shelf space at Walmart, Target, and 7-Eleven within months of launch, eventually expanding to over 30,000 locations globally. Why? Because Donaldson understood something fundamental about chocolate psychology. Chocolate is not a planned purchase. Nobody searches for chocolate brands online and adds them to a digital cart. Chocolate is an impulse buy. You see it at a checkout counter. You grab it while walking past a candy aisle. The entire category runs on physical proximity and split-second decisions. Sitting next to Hershey's and Reese's on a Walmart shelf is not a marketing expense for Feastables. It is the entire strategy. And once the product was on the shelf, Donaldson's audience became the most powerful marketing mechanism in consumer packaged goods history. Every video became simultaneously entertainment and an advertisement. Fans did not feel sold to. They felt like they were participating. The golden ticket campaigns turned grocery store trips into treasure hunts. The audience was not just watching, they were playing along. This is the mechanism that traditional companies, brands with 100 years of equity, massive advertising budgets, and established retail relationships simply cannot replicate. They can buy shelf space. They can run TV commercials. But they cannot turn a shopping aisle into an entertainment event for 400 million people. Feastables grew from $33 million in 2022 to $96 million in 2023 to $250 million in 2024, with $20 million in profit. Now here's the number that reframes the entire story. That $20 million in profit from a chocolate brand was more profit than the largest YouTube channel on earth generated from its videos in the same year. The candy bar is the business. The YouTube channel is the billboard. Now look at what sits underneath the whole structure. YouTube videos drive Feastables sales. Feastables boxes advertise Beast Games on Amazon. Beast Games drives viewers back to YouTube. The sponsorships baked into videos, which court documents revealed cost brands $2.5 million per integrated segment, fund the production of the next video, which grows the audience, which makes the next sponsorship deal more valuable. By 2025, Beast Industries had secured $91 million in brand deal commitments, including $15 million from T-Mobile and $12.5 million from Amazon. Every piece reinforces every other piece. The closest historical parallel is not another creator. It is Walt Disney, who in 1957 sketched a diagram showing how films drove theme park interest, theme parks sold merchandise, merchandise drove television interest, television promoted films. Each piece of the machine made every other piece more valuable. Disney called it the flywheel. MrBeast built the same structure for the digital age, starting from a teenage bedroom in North Carolina. But the structure is not without real problems. A content division losing $120 million a year is not sustainable. In 2024, Beast Industries brought in veteran venture capital executive Jeff Housenbold as chief executive, with an explicit mandate to cut costs and push the media division toward profitability. Beast Games, the Amazon Prime show that launched in December 2024 with a $10 million prize, the largest in television history, also exposed the risk of expansion. Donaldson acknowledged publicly that production costs ran far beyond the reported $100 million budget, requiring him to cover the difference personally. 5 contestants also filed a lawsuit alleging misconduct during production. The ambition is real. The operational strain of scaling this fast is equally real, and there is a deeper risk beneath everything. The entire structure depends on Donaldson continuing to produce content that hundreds of millions of people want to watch. Every revenue stream flows from the audience, and the audience belongs to the person, not the company. If Donaldson steps away, the distribution machine stops running. Feastables without MrBeast is just a chocolate brand with an unusual name. So what can someone without 480 million subscribers actually take from this? First, build distribution before you build a product. MrBeast spent years building an audience before there was anything to sell. The lesson for any entrepreneur is to think about where your customers already are before you decide what to sell them. Second, reinvest when it hurts. The compounding reinvestment strategy that built the YouTube channel works in any business. The question is not how much you can extract today. The question is how much bigger your business will be if you put that money back to work. Third, control what your brand touches. The burger failure happened because he handed his brand to a third party he could not control. Feastables succeeded because he kept control of the product. When your reputation is your most valuable asset, you cannot afford to let someone else be responsible for the experience. Fourth, match your product to your distribution. Feastables is an impulse buy category that benefits from mass retail and does not require a customer to think before buying. That matched perfectly with the volume and demographics of the audience. Most creators who launch products never ask whether the category actually works with how their audience behaves. Most people look at MrBeast and see a YouTuber, but from almost the beginning, Donaldson was building a media company that reinvested relentlessly, an audience that functioned as a cost-free distribution platform, and a consumer business that used that platform to grow without the marketing costs that destroy most new brands. The videos are extraordinary. The scale is genuinely unprecedented, but the videos are not the business. The business is everything the videos make possible. And that distinction between what people see on screen and what is actually being built beneath it is the gap that separates a viral moment from a $5 billion company.